It's about 1 o'clock, 1:02 p.m., September 27th, 2024, Liberty County Commissioners Court special meeting. Record show Commissioner Whitmire's here with us, Commissioner Carbhouse, Commissioner Arthur, Commissioner Wilson is at a medical appointment this afternoon. We have a special agenda today. There are 2 items on the special agenda. I also anticipate that we will move into an executive session, at which time that we do, ladies and gentlemen, with the media that have cameras in here, I would appreciate those if you take them out with you. Okay, thank you. All right. First item up is Mr. Poston and Ms. McCarty of the County Attorney's Office discuss take potential action regarding the position of Liberty County Fire Marshal, including the possible suspension with or without pay and or termination of Bill Hergenmuller, current Liberty County Fire Marshal. The second item would be discussed to take potential action regarding the position of head of the Liberty County Office of Emergency Management, including the possible suspension with or without pay and or termination of Bill Hergenmuller, current head of Liberty County Office of Emergency Management. So that being said, Matthew, do you and Catherine have any things you'd like to discuss with us and lead us through the weeds on this at the time?
Sure. Would you like me to go through that now or in executive session?
Actually, I think it's prudent that we probably move into executive session this time.
Sure.
In that case, I would ask for a motion in a second.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Second. Motion from Bruce. Second from David, since I can hear you better. Okay. So we have a motion and a second to move in executive session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Likewise, nays, and that motion does carry. Now, this executive session will be pursuant to 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, which is consultation with attorney. And so at this time, it is now 1:04 p.m. and we are in executive session. So if you would please clear the room, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Okay, it's 1:30 p.m. We're out of executive session, back in the regular session. At this time, I also thank you all folks for bearing with us and having to leave the room. Normally we had these over at the courthouse, but we're understanding that Judge Chambers probably had a hearing this afternoon, and so that's why we're here. So anyway, thank you for bearing with us, and thank y'all for coming back in. Matthew, on the 2 special agenda items, if you would like to enlighten us on what we're looking at, or
Sure. Yeah. The 2 positions are different, and the authority that is required for the appointment of the 2 positions are different. Fire marshals. Oh, okay. All right. The fire marshal's office, or the fire marshal's position, and its appointment is governed under Chapter 352 of the Local Government Code, where it states specifically that it is a term of office. It's a public office, and not necessarily an appointment as we would consider a normal employee appointment would be. So with a term of office, that does maybe create some complications down the road, none of which I'm really concerned about here. The last appointment that Bill Hergenmuller had was from September 6th of 2022. And if everybody looks at the clocks, it's a little over 3 weeks after that, and 2 years. The term of office itself is set as a maximum of 2 years, unless reduced by Commissioner's Court under order. In this case, we have never, to my knowledge, lowered the term of office to 1 year. So we are at a moment where he was coming up for renewal of his appointment anyway. And so in the strongest terms, the county attorney's office advise this Commissioners Court to terminate and non-renew Bill Hergemuller to the office of Liberty County Fire Marshal.
Well, after our discussion in the executive session and your discussion here, I'm going to make a statement for the court. I believe it's pretty much consent. The Liberty County Commission Court, we acknowledge that Mr. Hergemuller was unqualified to serve as fire marshal for Liberty County. Events that have unfolded this week present us with an opportunity to develop and adopt a more stringent review process for all county appointed officials. Moving forward, this court will do what is necessary to ensure that every person appointed to that position in Liberty County is qualified under the law. And with that, I make a motion that we terminate and not renew Bill Hergemuller's employment.
I second that motion.
Okay, got a motion from Greg. Second from Bruce to terminate and non-renew the employment of Bill Hergemuller as Liberty County Fire Marshal. Hearing that, any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, noes. That motion carries unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. Moving on to item number 2.
Yes, sir. So the office of, I shouldn't say office, the position of the director of the Office of Emergency Management is different. It is not a public office. It is an appointed position that serves under the county judge, and in a sense, in the place of the county judge, to assist in the emergency management operations. So, and again, I would urge in the strongest terms that y'all terminate Bill Hergemuller from the director of the Office of Emergency Management.
And I do make that motion also that we terminate him immediately from that position.
I second that motion.
Motion from Greg. Second from Bruce. Any further discussion? Hearing none, call for vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise, nays. That motion carries.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Wait a minute. We've got another.
No.
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Make a motion to adjourn. Second.
Motion from Bruce. Second from David to adjourn. I'm sure I'm not going to hear any discussion on that one. All in favor say aye.
Aye.